I suppose a good place to start is it's been an absolute whirlwind 12 months for you. When I spoke to you last year during the 100, you didn't have a contract. Now you're a contract, you've made your England debut, you've made your ODI debut, taken, 4th for 23, your best career figures. How's it all gone for you?
Yeah, great summary that. Yeah, it's been, I think whirlwind is the word that everyone's been using, and it's so true. It's kind of been everything's happened so quickly, and I mean, it's been an unbelievable experience, and I'm looking forward to this summer really.
And you have been retained by Spirits, so massive congratulations there. And you are now one of the older girls in the team. Who are you most looking forward to playing with this year?
I think we've got the majority of our girls back from last year, so I'm super excited to join up back with them. I think playing with Danny Gibson, the power here that she is, was super exciting, and Heather Knight is always a calming influence on us. And we've got a few new girls as well. Sophie Luff, bit of experience there. And our overseas are looking really strong. Beth Mooney with the gloves, and Megan Shute. Yeah, it's going to be so exciting.
And for you as well, it must be nice to play with Beth Mooney and Megan Shute, considering the Ashes and everything that happened there.
Yeah, totally. I think it would be nice to have them on our team. I think they're, respectively, some of the best batters and bowlers in the women's game, and it's going to be exciting to have them on our side and play with them instead of against. Yeah.
And having had that year under your belt, how are you feeling about playing for Spirit, that opening game, those big crowds at Lords?
Yeah, super excited. I think, the game's only going to get bigger from last year. And I remember the first game last year, we were at Edgbaston and there was quite a crowd in, and I was totally nervous. And it took me a good 20 balls to get into the game. So hopefully I'll be more prepared for the first game this year. But yeah, super looking forward to it.
And I do have to touch a little bit on your Charlotte Edwards Cup form. Absolutely phenomenal figures, 16 overs, 80 runs, 10 wickets. Where has this consistency come from? And you've also helped the Vipers maintain a 6 out of 6 in the group stage, which is thoroughly deserved.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I've been a bit in and out of the team actually because of injury. I had a back spasm a couple of weeks ago, so I've missed out. I think I've only played 4 of the 6 games, but I think I've taken a lot of confidence from the Ashes and the World Cup, and I already have plenty of overs under my belt already from the winter, and it just felt natural coming back into the Vipers season and as a sort of more senior player, I guess, and sort of leader of our spin bowling attack. I think I kind of have an air of confidence this year that's really helped me to maintain sort of my consistency, I guess.
And I mean, you are still so young. You are just 21, making your debut for England, taking phenomenal figures, also while managing a university degree. How do you manage to do it all?
Well, I've struggled, if I'm honest. It's actually been quite tough over in Australia, sort of the time difference and things, and keeping up with my modules. It has been tough, I can't lie, but I've got one more essay to write. I've got 200 words left. I've got to do that tonight. It's due. So yeah, it's been tough to manage it all, but I'm super looking forward to having a bit more of a break and just focusing on my cricket after I finish my degree.
And of course, the 100 took off last year. A little bit disappointing that, Spirit only came 4th, but did better than the men's team. So there is some bragging rights. What would you hope for yourself and London Spirit for the 2022 season?
I mean, looking at our team, we're a strong side, and I I can't imagine that Heather Knight won't want to win the competition. And I think as a team, that's always something that you're going to look for. But to just do one better third would be great than last year. And on a personal note, I don't mind how well I do this year. I just want to get in amongst it, keep bowling at the sort of best international cricketers out there and have a bit of fun with it. Yeah.
And of course, we've already mentioned your whirlwind year. How have you sort of dealt from, sort of being relatively unknown to now having to have a social media presence and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think that's been a massive side of the game that I don't think I was prepared for as much. It's certainly something that I'm trying to get better at. I've been Instagramming more just to try and sort of, I guess, get your name out there and have a profile and a presence as a female cricketer. And it's sort of part of the game that we're going to have to get used to and get on board with. It's quite hard for me. I'm not the most outgoing person, but yeah, I'm doing my best.
I mean, just stick you and Gibbo together and it's a winning team.
Certainly.
As you've got some new folk coming in, have you got any plans for any initiations?
No hazing at the London Spirit. No, I don't think so. But I'm sure something will come up when we get closer to the season for sure.
And how is it for you going from playing against the likes of Danny Gibson and Heather Knight to now going into a team with them? And what sort of advice and support have they given you through your meteoric rise?
I think playing against people that you're then going to play with is always a bit of a weird dynamic. You never know whether to be super friendly or like go give them a hug, hi, how are you, or sort of, you're the enemy. But I think when we get together as a team, we can look past our regional setups and things and just try and gel as London Spirit. I think Heather's been instrumental for me. She's got such a calm presence and I really respect her cricket brain, and she's been brilliant with me as a both England captain and London Spirit captain.
And I think the final one for me is obviously last season 2 games against the Invincibles didn't quite go to plan. How much are you seeking revenge on them for this year?
Yeah, totally. I think, they're the team to beat, the winners last year, and a London derby, it would be good to come away with a win for sure.